Okay, so today we start planting time. I'll see what we can get planted before the rain starts. They're supposed to pour down rain today, but they took it out for the next 3 days. So we want to go ahead and get what we can planted. First of all is going to be those pumpkins where Lee is at right now. We'll try to get these over here. Now the corn one over there won't get planted until the ground temperatures at nighttime, or the air temperatures at nighttime, are 60 or above. Right now we're hitting 53 and above, so I can get pretty much everything else out. I'll have to bring my book out before I plant each one, read and make sure on the temperatures. So we burned a lot yesterday in here in our burn barrel to get the wood ash. So Lee has dumped it out into here, and we are going to spread the wood ash on all of these and the ones that we're going to be doing in the containers. So that's the first thing for this morning.
Okay, we're getting ready to plant. So Racheale has put wood ash on the garden. I'll till this in. Yeah, she's sprinkling it out. We burned a bunch of stuff last night in the burn barrel. Then we're putting it on the garden. This right here will be a flower bed. And this right here is going to be the Great Pumpkin Patch.
You don't put too much because you don't want it to burn the plants.
I am going to grow some giant pumpkins on one end and regular pumpkins on the other end. The regular ones will be for Halloween. The giant pumpkins will just be for my satisfaction. See how big I can get them. So we don't have to worry about water because we have our own creek that runs right down the property line. So we use creek water or rainwater. She collects a lot of rainwater and I just use creek water, which is about the same. Got it?
Yes, a little bit more right here. After you till it up, it needs to be real wet for us to plant.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get
No, it don't have to be real wet.
Yes, honey, it needs to be wet to plant.
No, because after you plant them, you put water on them.
Yes, but the ground needs to be wet.
Well, wet it. We got water.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I'm just telling them, and you like keep arguing. I'm telling them, not you. I'm not talking about soaking it. I'm talking about it has to be wet.
All right.
This ash here, you can't plant directly into it.
I know it. That's why I'm going to till it up.
No, but it has to be wet. The wet, tilling it is just putting it in. Putting it wet is what is going to soak the nutrients from the ash into the soil. I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, so now Lee is tilling the wood ash into the dirt, or tilling the dirt so that the wood ash will go in. And then after that, we have to get it wet because that's what activates the wood ash. Then the nutrients come out of wood ash and work its way in to the soil. Okay, what'd you call yourself?
The redneck farmer. Wannabe.
So we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in, because 2 of them are together. I didn't want to spread the roots out and break them up and stuff. So we'll see how this goes. Now, the next one, those are the giant deal Atlanta pumpkins. Next, we're going to be putting these giant big moon pumpkins in, and then the last will be those Halloween ones.
You can spread those apart right here, I think.
Okay.
Those are huge.
Okay, everybody. You'll hear me breathing hard. Lee's way down the end, so you won't hear him breathing hard.
The Great Pumpkin Patch.
So we've got the pumpkins planted. I'll put a little more of that black soil that they were growing in down the back side of it right there, but we both gotta go rest our backs. We're old. You may not know it, but we're old.
Here we go.
Okay, we've got the one flower bed finished. We have got sunflowers in this whole row. In this next row, we have planted bleeding heart, salvia, and 2 colors of hibiscus. In the third and last row, we have columbine, I think that's how you pronounce it, delphinium, and foxglove in this last row here.
And there it is.
And then, of course,
Lots of pretty flowers.
Yeah. So this is our hummingbird
Flower garden.
And then we'll do another one on the other side that we're just using half and half. And then, of course, we've got Lee's pumpkin patch finished over there. The corn can't be planted yet. It's still not hot enough overnight. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Go go.
Okay, so let me show you what Lee put up for the magical garden to give it that sparkly look. All the way around. Hey, that strip isn't on.
No, that's not a strip, that's the wire.
Oh, that's the wire. And as you can see, it's all set up there.
Looks good.
And let me
The
show you.
magical garden is lit up.
Yep. Let me show you this. Let me show you this that I painted a long time ago. Surfboard. Like a, what do you call it, honey? Not tiki, a something pole. Okay, y'all comment, because I can't remember. Yeah, I know. I can't think of the name of it. And let me show you. He put, now we used to have a tiki hut, so we had a whole bunch of stuff, but he put this for the magical.
I'll show the tiki hut top right over there.
For the magical garden, huh?
The top I put on over there.
Oh, okay. And I painted that a long time ago. And that. And that's a little statue.
Jack
there.
Sparrow.
Oh, Jack Sparrow.
Oh, it got dark.
Yep. And
Go outside the gate and show these two.
okay.
And then show the tape.
Okay. Come on out. You coming? And then this one here. And my brother had bought us that several years ago. Huh?
A ship's wheel.
Yep. And then he got that put on we used to have that when we had the tiki hut over on the side.
That's a tiki hut umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tiki hut umbrella. Okay.
Show them our tent.
Okay. Okay, so Lee wanted to show you. He got the tent put up mostly for you, Drew, so that you were mentioning about camping out over by the water where we fish. And I told you that Lee had been getting all of our camping stuff together for the last couple of weeks. So he wanted me to show you that he got this up. So it's kind of...
I do have my gun with me in case bears come around.
Yeah, them big dogs. And so he wanted, it looks crooked, but it's because of the door. It's on a slope. We put it on a slope without thinking when we were getting it put up. But Drew, he wanted me to show you that, yes, that's his plans for us to go camping along the lake.
Yep.
Where we fish. We'll be thinking about you when we do. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to do anything today, but we do have a storm coming in around 2 o'clock. I'm not sure what time it is at the moment, maybe 9 or 9:30, but I got to get this hummingbird flower garden done before the storm comes in. So water fountain needs a little more water in it, so I'll have to put some more water in it. I can see it's only wet on one side. I need to put some more water, even though it's still going. I'll do that here in just a second. I've got all kinds of tubs and stuff out to catch the rainwater. I have to keep holding the camera up so they don't tell me stop filming down below. Hey, honey!
Hey.
And so I'm getting all my stuff ready. Lee emptied out his worm castings and poured them all in there. And then I poured them all in there. I'm gonna fill the rest up with water because it has to be diluted. And that's what I'm going to use. I'll put it in here after I get it diluted. That's what I will use to water that hummingbird flower garden. It's going to rain today, so I don't need to put a whole lot of water. I need to do what I need to do right now, and I'm going to use that worm castings. And then when the rain comes, it will soak it all in. So I'll let you go. I'll film that again in a bit. Right now I'm going to put more water in the hummingbird bath. We moved the big parrot from that corner, put it inside underneath here because we haven't seen any hummingbirds in the last 2 days. I know they're just starting to come through, but Lee felt like, well, maybe that big bird was scaring them, so we put it in there. So I think that's updating you for this moment, and then I will add on to this here in just a little bit. Okay, now I'm been planting the second hummingbird flower bed. These sticks right here are just so that I don't come out of the sticks, so that when Lee drives through there this way, he has plenty of room to make his turn. So I won't be planting outside those sticks so he can see. But I have got in this first row the foxglove, the delphinium. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but you'll get the idea. Let's see, yeah, I think it is delphinium. And then the calamine down there on the end. And then we've got in the middle 1, 2, 3, 4 hibiscus from my cuttings that I had in the water. They have a few little teeny weeny roots coming out, so I think it'll be all right. And then the salvia. And then I just made the sunflowers. I haven't put in yet. My line kind of looked kind of retarded crooked. I'm gonna move this little edge over just a little bit, kind of make it a little more straight. Lee's like, boy, your lines are crooked. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. It's for the birds and hummingbirds. They're not gonna care. But this one here is like way off, so I'll just fix it. So I'll be putting the sunflowers in about an inch deep. So I'll be right back. Okay. Hopefully you can see from right here. I'm gonna make my line a little bit more straighter on the sunflower seeds, because I kind of went crooked. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go around. I'll turn this off because it'll take me too long. I'm gonna go around and get the water solution that I made this morning when Lee emptied out his worm castings. And so I'm gonna go get it. I've diluted it. It's like a 5-gallon bucket, and he probably had about this much in a pan that probably was about this long and this wide. So I put that in first, and then I filled it all the way to the top with the rainwater. So I'm fixing to use this, put some in it, and be right back. Okay, hopefully you can see this. This is the bucket here. Lee had emptied his worm castings into this. So it was just about maybe this high. So I poured it in here, this bucket. It's like a 5-gallon bucket. Then I diluted it with the rainwater. It's filled to the top. This is what's going to go on the hummingbird flower garden. I don't want this one. Let me go grab the other one. Hold on. I'll put this one back. Hold on. I want the other one. This one is the one I want. So I will fill it up, put it in here, and water the flowers that I just planted. The ground is already wet. I soaked it really good last night. It's going to rain in a few hours, so the ground's still wet, but I need to water the top since I planted. So I'm going to do this. My hand is not in it, by the way, because I'm just using the handle. Makes a very good fertilizer to get them started growing. My other fertilizers are not ready yet, and this is the next best thing. Okay. My hands are totally still dry. So I'm gonna take this around to the flower bed again, the humming flower bed, so that I can water them. Okay, so I've got you propped up again, and I have the watering can here, and we'll go and water all that I just planted. And this last row of the sunflower seeds, I kind of straightened the line up a little bit, if you can hear me. What'd you drop? Hello, little butterfly. And I'll go get some more and finish the rest of it. Okay, so this hummingbird flowering garden is been planted. Yay! Now it just needs to grow. And it's nice out here. It's a little bit kind of windy out here, but not too terribly bad, but the sun's not out. But I'm not going to start planting the other vegetables right now because it's about 2 hours till the rains come in. Looks like there's a lot of red in it. And I have to get the wheelbarrow and mix my dirts so that they can be evenly to put on top of what I've already got ready in the containers. I guess I could bring you over here to kind of tell you what I'm talking about, but I'm holding the camera up and my honey is in there working in the storage building, cleaning it out, separating what we need to sell, what we need to keep. So that's what he'll be doing. So I would need to get the wheelbarrow and mix the organic dirts, mix soil potting mix and the dirts, and apply it to the tops of each. Let me get back at every one of these. Let me move back. Of each and every one of those. 2 hours isn't enough time for me to do what I need. I don't want to have to be worrying about the wheelbarrow out here with all my mix in it and then it pouring down rain and filling up with water. So I'm going to wait on that because I also, the mixes will go down inside those holes. As you can see, there's water in them because I put the wood ash in it yesterday and watered it, then again this morning. So I await. We're supposed to have, out of the next 10 days, 7 days are supposed to be rainy. I've got all my tubs sitting out in the open with no lids on top. A couple things up there's got to get covered up and go back underneath, but all the others that you see open like that are to catch the rainwater. So 7 days out of the next 10 days. Oh, I gotta add water to that. Shoot, I'm glad I showed it again. I'll do that right now. Gotta add water to it. Okay, I filled it with water and it's still going, so it's full. I didn't want to wait till 2 hours because if the birds come, I want them to be able to know that it's going to be here for them all the time. And remember, all things spiritual. Okay, I'm sitting down resting. All of the containers that I set out to catch rainwater have all been washed out and ready to capture water. Now I'm gonna sit here and rest. I haven't seen any hummingbirds in the last couple of days. Like I say, they thought maybe that big parrot, ceramic parrot we put out maybe scared them, so we moved it. in there. So now we wait and see if they come back. Of course, I realize I told him the ones right now that's coming through is just that, coming through. They'll grab them a drink and keep going to other places, other states, other people's houses, wherever. Some of them are set in places that they keep going back to every year. So I think those, I got sweat bees coming around me. So I think all those first ones was the ones coming through. The ones that hang around here will probably be here maybe in a month. So we're keeping them up anyway for the ones coming through that needs some food to hold them over till they get to the real nectar from any flowers that's already blooming. Well, look at this hard rain. Looks like a water flood already. Oh, it's lightning, and it literally started like 3-4 minutes ago. That's how hard it's coming down. So much for our pumpkins. Geez, if they can withstand that, they'll make it. If not, they're washing away. It's like a river there already. Crap. Crap, crap.